Happy Sunday, folks. Welcome back to All In Football. It's your boy Denzel Heavy Palmer again. January 29th on Thursday, my comedy show. Me and the A-Team here in Richmond, your best comedians in the city. Big dog, we are getting down to the wire. A lot of crazy upsets, crazy calls, and we got a big day coming up in college football. Take us away.
The Denver Broncos were riding high and mile high.
Yeah.
But moments after the game, it was announced Bo Nix out for the rest of the playoffs, broken ankle.
Yeah.
I watched the game. It must have been on that slide.
Mm-hmm.
That was 3 plays before. They said 3 plays in the overtime. So it must have been on that slide. He broke his ankle. But he's out for the rest of the playoffs. Drew Stenham, former Tom Brady backup, takes over. How you feel?
Oh, well, first of all, Sean Payton is confident, which I love. He's confident in him. Like you said, he was a backup behind the GOAT, Tom Brady. It's crazy, man. First of all, that game alone, it was just a lot of different things that took place despite all the turnovers from Josh Allen, who still fails to come up clutch. Seems like the AFC was just easy for him to run through, at least at first without other big-name quarterbacks, whether he lost to them or beat them in previous seasons. But, I mean, hey, that's a huge loss for Denver, especially with Bo Nix being versatile. He can be mobile. It's the toughness and the grit that he brings to the table. So Stidham's going to have to step up huge. And of all games to step up in, the AFC Championship and potentially a Super Bowl.
McDermott rips the referees for the rule of the interception. Did you see the interception? That was clearly an interception. I don't know why he's ripping
First of all, like I always say, you can't let nobody take your lunch money from you, bro. You had the ball, and the man just he wanted it more than you. This stuff happens all the time. I mean, I know it's cold weather out there and everything, but you know, Buffalo cold is different from Denver, Colorado cold, even though they have a high altitude and everything. Man, and I expect more from a veteran, from Brandon Cooks, I believe it was.
Yes, it was.
Hold on to the ball. Now, at first I was like, no, he had possession, but no, bro. I mean, no whistle was blown. You fight to that whistle, or you hear the echo of the whistle as I was talking about playing ball. So, I mean, it was an interception. I mean, there were other controversial calls, most on the defense, as far as PIs, I believe. But on that play alone, help your quarterback out. He already had enough turnovers. I mean, you guys want to get to this next level. Here we go. And, I mean, they fell short.
The game in progress right now. The Houston Texans have lost Dalton Schultz for the rest of the game with a calf injury.
Another huge blow. They're already out with Nico Collins, man, from last week against Pittsburgh. I mean,
the top 2 receivers gone, man.
Yeah. Again, like I said last week, it was different because they were playing a different type of team. But you're going into another hostile environment. So they have some good exposure going to a hostile environment like how it was in Steel City last week. But you're going up against an experienced veteran and hungry New England Patriots team. You know, you got to be able to do what you're going to do best, man. And like we said, C.J. Stroud got over the hump. Kudos to him. But can he continue that play? Can he really show that he's an elite quarterback or an elite enough quarterback without his big-time targets and receivers? How can they adjust?
John Harbaugh hired as the New York Giants head coach.
Yeah.
Your former
head
coach.
First of all, kudos to Harbaugh. Shout out to Harbaugh, man. Despite everything, it was time for a change. Long overdue. I'm a little jealous that we didn't do it a few years back when we still had our defensive coordinator in Seattle, Brother McDonald. But it's all good. I believe he's going to make some good changes for those guys. Those guys that need of a leader, I don't think they've had a leader since Tom Coughlin, Jim Fossil days, bro. So, I mean, I'm excited for what's going to take place. They're in a competitive division. We'll see how things turn out in Philadelphia, Washington, as well as Dallas. But I think that's really a good look. He has young, hungry guys. And who knows? There's been some speculation. Our fullback is a free agent. Could you imagine seeing Pancake Pat Ricard and Seattle in the backfield? Stay tuned.
Stefanski in the ATL, head coach now.
Yeah, a lot of fans are bitter. They're like, well, you might as well just set the team off the blank. Because, I mean, to go from Raheem Morris, I mean, a lot of folks feel like they should have kept Raheem Morris. I mean, I'm not going to say it just because of, this. But, I mean, hey, now let's be reminded. He was Coach of the Year a few seasons back. and the defense carried his weight. He hasn't had a healthy quarterback in a long time. We thought Deshaun Watson was going to really be the face, despite his off-field personal issues and everything else, and him also not being as healthy. I mean, Shedeur Sanders turned it around, but look how long it took for him to put the man in. So Atlanta, they're on the edge of their seats. They're nervous, and I mean, with the way Carolina was able to shake up some things, and you still can't totally count out Tampa Bay, was actually bringing back their coach Todd Bowles. So I mean, hey, stay tuned to see how it's going to be in hot Atlanta, or will it be cold Atlanta?
Also, from college football, the SEC and the Big Ten are deadlocked about reformatting the college football playoff. This is what it says. With Friday deadline looming, the Big Ten and the SEC remain deadlocked about the future format of the college football playoff following Sunday's annual business meeting of the CFP leaders. Still more work to do, the Big Ten Commissioner Tony Petitti said as he exits past more than a dozen reporters waiting outside the meeting room of the Lowe's Hotel in South Beach. The Big Ten and the SEC have the bulk of the control of the format in 2026 beyond because of memorandums of understanding that was signed by the 10 FBS commissioners, including former commissioners of the American Conference, Commissioner Mike Askey, Notre Dame, and SEC, the Pac-10, Pac-12, Big Ten. But ESPN overall has the rights and other things. How you feel?
Man, listen, I mean, we knew it was going to be a lot of talk and speculation. I mean, let's be real. Big Ten and SEC, they've been running college football for a long time, especially just for this college football playoff alone. A lot of folks did not expect, I'm going to just throw it out there to see these guys in these same colors playing on tomorrow. They did not expect to see Indiana go this far. They thought Ohio State would represent the Big Ten, of course. Or if not, if they had better coaching and more players, they thought Penn State could they finally get over the hump to get back to their glory days. I expect this shakeup. Now, one thing I will mention, I don't like the fact that they have to drag out this national championship game so far. I mean, it's almost February. Jeez, we getting close to Super Bowl. You know, but other than that, I had a feeling, especially with the history of Miami and everything, and the history that's going on with Indiana, I had a feeling they want to talk about a lot of things. I mean, look at the transfer portal alone. A lot of kids are leaving these SEC schools, going to different conferences. Whether it's the Sun Belt, ACC, Big Ten, even the Big 12.
All right, Heavy, take me to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to use some scores from the NFL.
All right, y'all. Y'all stay tuned for more on All In Football. We got some scores coming up. And again, the playoffs are getting even crazy. We still got some more games coming on and some games from the other day. We'll be right back here on All In Football. right, welcome back to All In Football. Big Dog. I don't keep us too long, but I'm just so excited for Monday's night matchup. We're going to pump our brakes a little bit. We got to talk about some more big boy talk in the NFL. Take it away.
Yes, sir. We talking big boy talk. Well, we start off on the blowout last night. The San Francisco 49ers in that Rice and Roni treat in Levi Stadium, the home of the Super Bowl this year, took on that 12th man, Macchiato, Microsoft, and the Seattle Seahawks. Brought that salmon out from the supermarket as the 49ers got trounced. The opening kickoff went 100 and some yards back to the house. And Seattle never looked back as they trounced the San Francisco 49ers 41-6.
You know, honestly, bro, I'm not going to be super mad at the 49ers all the way. This team was not even supposed to go this far with all those injuries they've had from the beginning. From the best, I think, middle linebacker other than Roquan Smith, not to be biased, and Fred Warner being out. They lost other key receivers. They just lost George Kittle. I want to say that same game or the previous week against Philadelphia, I believe. This team was not supposed to go this far. They had the whole quarterback issue going on. And then Purdy comes back. Should they bring Purdy back? Should they not? He carried their weight. And we know San Fran has a bad history of getting to the Super Bowl and not winning. Or getting to the NFC Championship and not winning. They knew they had to go up against the division rival for the third time in Seattle. Now, I did not think this game was going to be a blowout like this. But Seattle showed full control. Kudos to Sam Darnold. And honestly, he doesn't even have to work but so hard because of that defense and even special teams. Like I said, I'm a little jealous, man. I wish we would have, made some changes and moved him up in a higher position in Baltimore because Mike Macdonald has proven why he is a head coach. Possible coach of the year.
Mile High, Denver, Colorado, the home of the puff, pass, Denver Broncos and Sean Payton and Bo Nix took on nobody circus wagon like the Buffalo Bills and Bills Mafia. And Josh Allen and company came in, took a 7-3 lead after the first quarter. Then Bo Nix and company exploded for 17 points in the second quarter as he led at the half 20 to 10.
Yeah, man. Crazy atmosphere. Shannon Sharp made his presence known during the pregame festivities, trying to set the atmosphere in Denver as they're looking to go to the AFC Championship. They've been in a few seasons since Peyton Manning and Von Miller days. Akeem Talib was there as well. Again, Josh Allen had way too many turnovers. You're starting to question, should he get the same, comments or remarks on how Lamar Jackson does in the playoffs and everything, despite him beating Lamar Jackson, I believe twice at the playoffs. But are we starting to, question his full potential when it comes to playoff games? No Mahomes, no Joe Burrow. I mean, your Power 4 quarterbacks are now all headed to Cancun, supposedly. But, I mean, I want to give a huge shout-out to that Denver defense. Denver has a very underrated defense. They played from start to finish. It was full contact, a lot of hits. And also, I got to say this again, those guys in those striped shirts make some interesting calls on the defense against Buffalo. But I want to say at least one pass interference. A lot of things are not in their control. The game did go into overtime. It was a great game overall, despite the turnovers. And despite them losing Bo Nix, I like the confidence that they're having in their backup. And we're going to see how far Denver can go, whether they play New England or Houston.
Games in progress right now due to NFL rules and restrictions. We cannot give you the score. The Houston who? The Texans are in New England playing the Fighting Mike Vrabels as the Houston Texans and New England Patriots could tangle. Then later on this evening, around 6:30, NBC, Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, it will be the Chicago, the Bears, take on the L.A. Hollywood reigning back. I got a bad back, Matt Stafford, Hollywood Donut Rams.
Bad back in that cold weather, Lord have mercy.
Yes, sir. Hey, and also, tomorrow night, 7:30, Miami. You guys are color on that orange. The Hurricanes, Carson Beck, take on the Indiana #1 ranked Hoosiers in the college football playoff championship game.
I can't wait, man. Tomorrow's night, it's going to be historic for both teams, no matter what the results are. I don't even want to say no matter the results. I just want to say Miami. But I'm not going to doubt, and I'm not going to give up anything against Indiana. Indiana plays fast, physical, smart, and they overall they have fun. They have great leadership. But the last time they really faced a tough enough defense was Ohio State. Despite them coming away with the victory in a close game, we're going to see what my God, Mendoza. I said it, he's a Florida. He's a Miami boy. We're going to see what Mendoza is going to do. And ultimately, we're going to see what Carson Beck can do. With his experience being undefeated in a national championship, with his experience with Georgia, it's going to be an all-around dogfight. Miami has a slight advantage with them hosting, despite them being the away team. And I can't wait to see the exciting game. It would not surprise me if this game were to go into overtime in a nail-biter.
All right, Heavy, take me to commercial break. And when we come back, we got Who You Got and the college football playoff final score.
All right, y'all. Stay tuned for more All In Football. Again, one more game in college football, and then we'll be out with college football without college football for 7 months. So we just count down to July, August, despite them having spring games in March. And a few teams actually are not going to do a spring game, believe it or not. We got more NFL news. Stay tuned. All In Football. Peace. We'll be right back.
I need you to look into this file for me. What's wrong? It looks like you got something on your mind.
Man, I got a wedding, graduation, and cookout this month. I need a quality production team.
Call my guy.
Clip Productions Entertainment Group now. A wedding, a graduation, and a cookout this month. I got you, man. You have a great day. Boss man, I got a wedding, a graduation, and a cookout this month. I need some kind of venue to hang out for me.
I got 3 different venues we can look at, and I can also call Anthony to do the graphic work.
Let's check with the client and see if we can do a website to do their RSVPs for the cookout and the graduation.
And I'll get with Michelle to get the promotional team and the production team ready.
And I can get with Sue to get the bands, the rappers, and the comedians.
What about we put them on until the Smoke Clears television show, and we can get them on a radio lineup for If the Smoke Clears.
And then I can light up a cigar.
Not just yet. Let's get the DJs, photographers, and videographers. Now you can light up.
Let me get it.
Skip, you have the phone call from the CEO of XO7 Entertainment.
You boys want to call one? Sure.
You know she meant the cake, right?
Okay, some things are meant to be silly, but choosing Web Interactive Technologies to host your business online is like the opposite of silly.
They'll work with you and build your custom website.
And the search engine optimization? Finding your company will be... You get it.
As a business, you have to stand out. We're just pointing you in the right direction. Choose Web Interactive Technologies. Don't be silly.
back to All In Football. It's your boy Denzel Heavy Palmer. NFC, AFC championships are here in the 2025-2026 season. Big dog, take us away. We're going to see who we're going to choose for this bad boy.
Denver, Colorado will be the site. 3 o'clock Eastern time, 2 Central, 1 Pacific, noon Pacific, 1 o'clock Mountain Time. CBS, Jim Nance, Tony Romo, Tracy Wolf. The host, the Denver Broncos, the Puff Pass, and Sean Payton and Drew Stidham take on the New England Mike Vrabel fighting New England Patriots.
Right.
Who you got?
Call me crazy.
AFC Championship game.
Call me crazy. Video games. I did my pre-predictions at the highest level on All Madden the other day, and I got the Broncos winning 17-14. Let me tell you something. That defense is going to really step up and give Drake May a time of his life. But Drake May is not going to perform too bad. But I feel like that in the end, with them hosting this game, 5,280 miles higher elevation, 5280 known in Denver, that they'll come away with the victory and they head to San Francisco for Super Bowl.
Then at 6:30, Fox, Site,
yes,
West Coast again, Seattle, Washington, Quest Field, home of the Seattle Seahawks, will host the Los Angeles Randy fighting Hollywood Donut Rams as the Seattle Seahawks in a 12-man Macchiato and Microsoft and get riled up as the Seahawks take on the Rams in the NFC Championship game to see who play in the Super Bowl. Who you got?
Oh, man, I'm so excited for this NFC West showdown. Round 3. They play each other twice in the regular season at home and away, but they had to head back to Lumen Field, the 12th man, the real 12th man. No shots fired at Texas A&M College Station. But I have the hungry Seahawks, Mike McDonald in that defense, and company taking over against the Rams. It's going to be a very close game. I'm not going to doubt what Matthew Stafford has, the experience from Devontae Adams, my guy from Florida State, the defensive end, the edge rush position, number 0 for the Rams. But I'm going to tell you something. This is going to be a dogfight. I mean, a true dogfight. It will not be a BTA like it was against their divisional opponent / rival against the 49ers. But I have the Seahawks coming away in the close one.
My predictions are, in the first game, the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. My heart is telling me New England's going to win.
Yeah.
I'm going with my prediction I made back in August. I said the Denver Broncos will be playing in the Super Bowl, and I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
And there will be a rematch with the game played in New York several years ago, the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah. Now, the national championship game, the college football playoff national championship game for Miami, Florida, is in progress right now in the third quarter with 5 minutes left to go. It's 10-7. The Indiana Hoosiers over the Miami Dolphins. But you will see the final score at the bottom of your screen on Tuesday. Heavy, take us home and tell people where you're going to be at.
I'm going to take y'all home, man, as we get close to the end of this season for college football and we get close to Super Bowl Sunday in February on that 8th, that Sunday. Listen, January 29th on that Thursday, I'll be performing with a group of other individuals and a young lady doing comedy off of Belt Boulevard in the South Richmond area at the Rec Center. I cannot wait. Get your tickets, get your popcorn ready. Everything is on Eventbrite under Craig Worthy on Eventbrite. You'll see me and other guests on there. We love y'all. We can't wait to see y'all. College football is coming to an end again. NFC, AFC Championship. This is Denzel Heavy Palmer, All In Football. And my guy, Big Dog. We'll see y'all soon.